Hello Librans, welcome to your full moon reading. This full moon is happening in the sign of Gemini, your sister sign. And it's going to be on the 15th of this December. So this reading is for this moon cycle starting from this full moon till the next new moon, which will be on the 30th of this month, so end of December. And this is the last full moon of this year, and a brand new year is just around the corner. So most of us are in that, there's a lot going on in the air, holiday stress, and also end of the year. So, and most of us are also taking time to look at our experiences and understand what we need to leave behind, what we need to take, so we can start fresh, right? Step into this new year feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, things like that. So that is something that most of us are, most of us will feel like doing. And so let's see what's coming through for you guys. I will pull 3 cards from the tarot deck and 1 from the oracle deck to see what you need to be aware of, what you need to know. Spirit, please give. You can use this for your sun, moon, or your rising sign. If Libra is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. All right. Libra. Librans, your cards are Knight of Wands, King of Wands. All right. Another fire energy. Oh, wow. Page of Wands. Okay. Things are getting louder and louder. 9 of Wands. Okay. So Librans, yours is air element, and this is all fire energy. So this is passion, this is excitement, this is leadership. Wishes are coming true, new opportunities on the horizon, travel. It could be travel for some of you guys, and yeah, something that you are looking forward to, something that you are excited about. Could be partnerships, collaboration. It could be working with kids. It may have something to do with friendships. So there's a lot going on, very fiery energy. So it may, all code cards, look at this. You have Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Wands, Page of Wands. So all 3 code cards, and you don't have the Queen here. So what I'm seeing, Librans, is masculine energy. And so no wonder this showed up. 9 of Wands, stress. So yes, so one message that's coming through very strongly for you guys for this moon cycle is take care of yourself. Slow down, take care of yourself. Ask yourself what's important, what matters the most, and also take time to reflect on things before you move, before you make decisions, before you make commitments. Take a step back and really understand what you want, where you are going, what is it that you want to experience before putting your energy there, because otherwise things will backfire. So before you make any commitments, before you make any promises, just make sure that if you can handle it. I mean, yes, of course you can handle it, but it's just that you want to make sure you have the time, you have the energy, if this is something you really want to do, things like that, so you don't have to leave things midway. So this is also a period when you are feeling very energetic, inspired. So this is high energy. Look at these cards. This is high energy. And when we are feeling energetic and optimistic about things, what happens is we tend to take up 100 I'm exaggerating, maybe 10 different things, right? All the things that we want to do, our goals, our dreams, and courses that we want to take, and it could be physical exercise. So there are a lot of things on your plate. It could be strength training, it could be, something to do with your physical body, exercise, or it could be something that you are really passionate about, a creative project, and it could be, friends wanting to do things with you, things like that. So there are, you are multitasking, it feels like. So it's important that you really know what is it that you want to do, where you want to put your energy, and how you are feeling about things. So take the take the focus from what's, yeah, so know what is draining, what is exhausting. And if this is something you can't do anything about, for instance, it could be your responsibilities that are important, uh, then it's also about the way we are seeing them. Maybe think about doing one thing at a time. So organizing things are important in your mind, as well as your calendar, your day, your schedule, things like that. So that is important. Then it's also important to understand what are your priorities. So doing one thing at a time is important, so you are not, this could also be holiday stress for some of you guys, shopping and invitations and all the events that you want to attend, um, things like that. So something to be mindful of. If that is something you cannot avoid, then know how you can manage your days, and also pay attention to what's going on in the body. This could also be stress related health issues like migraine, headaches, something like that. So maybe think about going for a massage, take a day off, maybe things like that. So whatever you can, to create that sense of balance is important. Yeah, masculine energies. So it's also about knowing what nurtures your soul. So this is all external, outward, focusing on the outer, but bring some of that focus to focus inward. So it could be spending some quiet time with you, away from the noise. Or it could be writing things down, journaling, listening to some soothing music, going to a spa, or just going for long walks, things like that. So that is important this moon cycle. It's not coming through here, so the cards are reminding you to it's important to bring in some feminine energies. Yes, also with Knight of Wands, what I'm getting is, before you send out that, when it comes to communication, whatever it is that you want to do, what you want to say, just be mindful before you go out there. Just you want to understand if it's really needed, if this is something that you want to do, things like that, so you don't have to regret anything later. And with King of Wands, this is in the center of the reading. This is a card of leadership. It could also be that, yes, you are multitasking, a lot of priorities. It could be people's demands or expectations from you, or it could also be the way you want to show up, your own expectations. So you want to excel at everything that you want to do, and that is kind of exhausting, but it is what it is, right? But it's important that, yes, if you want to excel at everything, beautiful, amazing, that's a great attitude. But at the same time, you also want to balance that energy with doing something that's very relaxing. So rest, sleep, relaxation is important. With what happens is, sometimes when someone is working hard, we tell them, oh, you are working too hard, why are you doing this, things like that, right? I mean, that is not right. We can't tell someone, no, don't work too much. What happens is it all depends upon uh, yeah, how much they can take on. Maybe they can take on 100 different things. And it, so what happens is when we are doing something that we are really interested in, sometimes what we are really passionate about, it doesn't feel like work, right? In that case, you can work like you can put in 13-14 hours, and you will be just fine. It will make you feel more energetic, inspired, and motivated at the end of the day. Even though you have been on your feet the entire day, it will still make you feel energetic. So don't let anybody tell you how much you can take on. It has to do with how you are feeling about things. If you feel energetic and inspired, so that means you are putting your energy wisely. But if you are feeling exhausted, that means you need to adjust your task or the way you are approaching things accordingly. So yes. Yeah, something new is on the horizon, Libra, and you are also feeling very playful. So it's like you are not taking anything. I mean, this is opposite energies. So it could either be your energy or it could be somebody else. Nine of Wands here has to do with stress, and I mean, this both could be your energy, even though this is opposite energies. This could be something to do with you, meaning this is a card of wanting to protect yourself. So meaning like setting up some boundaries and saying no to certain things, and also letting people know what's not acceptable. So you have strong boundaries, and so that is needed, right? It all depends upon the situation. Sometimes it's needed. And this is a card of being playful, no boundaries. So this is a card of creation. Yeah, both these cards has to do with creation and being playful, not taking anything seriously. So yeah, it all depends upon the environment you are in. All right, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. This also has to do with maybe someone you are dealing with. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe these signs are in your chart, or it could be the people you are dealing with. And it's very interesting how all three cards are court cards and all, fire element. So yeah, and something else that I want to talk about. So I'm not going to ignore this card. I was going to actually put them back, but look at the color here. It totally goes with your cards, Librans. Fiery energy. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say something and then I totally lost it. What is it? Yes, this is what I wanted to say. So there is a huge focus on self. What you want to create, how you want to do things, things like that. So, and it's like maybe you are not letting other people in. So if it's a group situation, that can lead to some frustrations, because it's in a group. Sometimes we also have to honor others opinions, what they want to do. It all depends upon the kind of work that you do. or it could be, especially if you have a business or something like that, and you are working with others, maybe you have your own ideas about how you want to do things, and it may not um, um, yeah, it may not sit well with people around, things like that. So that is something to be mindful of, how you want to navigate that situation. Yes, so I'm gonna take up both these cards. The first message is the gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy, but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. Yes, I was talking about balance because this is again masculine energy, and you want to balance it with some feminine energy. Feminine energy, when I by that what I mean is it's all about nurturing yourself, making sure that you are doing something that you really enjoy doing, and something that is relaxing. It's not always about doing, which is what this energy is, being productive, making sure that you are using your time wisely and things like that. So there is a tendency, so you don't want to overdo things. Instead, this is also about rest, relax, music, dance, and you have a card that has dance on it, dancing in the rainbow. So yeah, something very playful, laughter, it could just be taking up, some hobby course. You're doing, things with others. Like it could be music, it could be dance, it could be, going to the gym with a friend, just going for coffee, things like that. Something, yeah, it doesn't always have to be about your work and what your responsibilities. This is what I, something similar came through for Gemini as well, and you have the same card that showed up for Gemini. So it's like, life is not just about our responsibilities. Life is not a big burden that we don't want to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, right? There is a lighter side to the life as well. We want to be, playful. There are like, we want to focus on those little things that happens in our everyday life. It could be watching the clouds, and appreciating the beauty of nature, or it could just be, sitting down and having coffee with a friend or someone you care about, or it could just be, baking some cookies, or just laughing at a joke. What it could just be watching children's video in YouTube or something like that. So yeah, there is a lighter side to life that some of us we don't appreciate, especially when we have things to do, when we have responsibilities. We tend to always dwell on those things instead of also appreciating what we are grateful for, what we are blessed with in our life, all the blessings, right? It could be nature, it could be, someone's sweet words, someone's kind gesture, things like that. So we also want to look at the lighter side of life. There you go. I'm not gonna, keep on talking about the importance of those things. All right, let me read this out to you. So your first message is balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. So it could also be that you are with people who don't share your opinions, your thoughts. Maybe they do things differently. Maybe they have a different belief system altogether. But this is, the message from this message, what I'm getting is you are still able to be neutral. You are not, you are seeing the bigger picture and you are not letting that affect you much. Instead, you are okay with, whatever. You are okay with the disorder, something like that. And you are focusing on yourself, maybe. Yes, like I told you, a focus on the self, like how you want to do things, how what is more important to you, your priorities. It could just be maintaining a peaceful demeanor, a inner harmony, things like that. Okay, number 34. Yeah, number 34 is, okay, this is the 34th card. Number 34 adds to number 7, and we have number 7 as well. So this is Chariot's energy, and Chariot, that's what we are seeing here. The Chariot's energy has to do with multiple priorities, um, you know, um, different minds working together, different opinions, expectations, things like that. So the message, Chariot's message is, again, being neutral, and knowing how to navigate that situation, staying focused and not letting distracted by what's inner conflicts, our own thoughts and conflicting thoughts. It could be that maybe our mind wants, our heart wants something, but maybe it won't make sense to us. So our practical mind, our logical mind wants us to do things in a different way. So that could be the case, the inner conflicts, what is right, what is not right, what is it that I really want to do, but what are my responsibilities, things like that. So a lot of conflicting priorities, or it could also be the environment, or it could be you know um, yeah different kinds of experiences that you are coming across. Some may be pleasant, some may not, what you are seeing, what you are hearing, things like that. So what I want to say is, do not get distracted. Stay true to yourself and stay focused on your path. Let things be, so you don't have to be responsible for everything that's happening around you. So yeah, um, it's important. Managing your own inner world is more important. When we do that, it will be possible for us to face the challenges head on, right? When we are calm and peaceful inside, and when we are seeing the humor, regardless of what's happening, if we can see the humor in them, then we are okay. So number 34, let me read this out to you and then I will wrap up. So the message is, reflect on your behaviors and how you are living. Does your current lifestyle express the truth of you? Look for ways to bring yourself into balance with your true spirit. Balance comes through self-effort. Begin the process of harmonizing all areas of your life by dedicating time to everything that is important to you. Doing this will create a sense of joy, freedom, and overall rejuvenation. You are being shown the importance of action and inaction. Become aware of how you think about and respond to your environment. Remove judgment and preconceived notion about opportunities or individuals. Approach situations as blank canvases with a willingness to experience things without bias. Try to neutralize how you feel about a situation. Remove the desire to label a situation as good or bad. Try thinking of it as how it is. As in the saying, it is what it is. This will help to support your sense of well-being. The Nautilus is a representation of beauty and sacred geometry. The Nautilus has been living in the oceans for the last 500 million years. They share attributes of the squid and octopus families. One of the Nautilus' gift is their ability to tolerate pressure, changes, and not suffer any ill effects. They are easily able to establish neutral buoyancy in the water. This gives them the ability to remain in a suspended state above the ocean floor without floating up to the surface. All right. So this message, so it could be again, you maybe, you are coming across a lot of, multitasking expectations and things like that. And you can withstand the pressure, you can handle them. That's what I'm seeing here with these cards. Leadership. This is a card of leadership. Um, you know, so, but then it's also important to pause and reflect on things. And it's also important to rest and relax. So that balance needs to happen. That's important. And let me read this, the other message. It's number 7. Dancing in the rainbow. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find out what you truly desire. Feeling happy is very much connected to how you perceive events, your roles, your opportunities, and what you have or don't have. Focus your attention on the positive things in your life. Create a balance between the negatives and the positives you observe. Make a commitment to finding happiness for yourself. Express your creative self. What are you wanting more of in your life? This card tells you that no matter where you go or what you do, your optimistic and glowing energy will follow you and bring you happiness and joy. You charm others because you can always see the bright side, and you bring affection into people's lives. This beautiful loving ability will get you through the tough times and will help you succeed. You are also at a point where you can share your utmost individuality and success with others. Expand and be willing to express who you are and what you stand for. Shine love and those you care about. The Hawaiian spinner dolphin is known to leap above the water and perform athletic feats in the air. Play is an essential part of the dolphin's way of life. You are presently in a time of new creative dimensions, curiosity, trust, and playfulness. Be open, breathe, and stay in harmony with your surroundings. The Hawaiian spinner dolphin reminds you to balance your daily life and let go of stress. Find a way to express your happiness. Yes, let go of stress. It's all about how we are seeing things, our challenges, our responsibilities, and things like that, right? And it's about, creating a sense of balance. So when we come across something difficult, our human tendency is to focus only on those things. It's like we wrestling with things until and unless we figure out it won't be possible for us to rest, right? So that's our tendency. But what the cards are reminding you is, yes, that is only one area of your life. There is something else going on, which is also beautiful. So remember to focus on that as well. And that way we will create a sense of balance, right? So there you go. That's your message for this moon cycle. I hope this was helpful. Please take good care of yourself, and I will see you in my next reading. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.